Protests are a very unusual sight in Iran. Anti-government protests are spreading from Tehran to other cities. Crowds chanting the name of Reza Shah, a symbol of secular Iran before the Islamic Revolution, are a harbinger of the worst-case scenario for the Ayatollahs ruling the Islamic Republic of Iran. The government will listen patiently, even if harsh voices are raised, because we believe our people are patient enough, and when they raise their voices, it means the pressure they are under is great. It is the government's job to listen to these voices and help reach an agreement to solve existing social problems. The government's official position does not calm the mood on the streets. Inflation is already over 50%. And the value of the Iranian rial is plummeting. Instead of focusing on fuel, the government should focus on other goods and lower their prices. For example, dairy products become more expensive 5 or 6 times a year. Other goods become more expensive 10 times a year, and they only focus on the price of fuel. One spark can turn protests into riots, and from there, it is very close to bloodshed. Hence, the old and well-known tactic, escalating external conflicts, which can intimidate but also unite the nation around the government. The Ayatollahs are reminding Iranians who their enemy is and where they should look for the causes of the tragic state of the Iranian economy. The actions taken by the United States against Iranian nuclear facilities had absolutely no legal basis. Repeatedly boasting about this crime only increases America's responsibility. Sooner or later, the United States must be held accountable for this unlawful behavior. Iran declares it does not intend to give up uranium enrichment and plans to rebuild the infrastructure destroyed by the Americans in its underground bases. This narrative has reached the White House.
Now I hear that Iran is trying to build up again, and if they are, we're going to have to knock them down. We'll knock them down, we'll knock the hell out of them, but hopefully that's not happening. I heard Iran wants to make a deal. If they want to make a deal, that's much smarter. You know, they could have made a deal the last time before we went through,
But Iran's decision isn't about being the smartest. It's about maintaining influence. A similar message is coming from Israel, which is warning Tehran against attempting to rebuild Hezbollah's influence and finance terrorists in Yemen. Given the growing anti-government sentiment in Iran, it is almost certain that the highest religious leaders will escalate tensions on the international stage to redirect the anger on the streets toward an external enemy.